because now I get to. First of all, I apologized, Miss Harmony. You commented on the video probably 2 months ago, and I feel really bad. I've been meaning to do a lot more videos. I'm sorry. But this is my answer to your question. How, as a nurse currently, how do you become a nurse practitioner, or specifically specialize in substance use disorders, detox, treatment programs? So, as if you might not know yet, I am from South Florida. I went to high school here, went to university, and graduated at a local university. It's a Palm Beach Atlantic University. My background before nursing, I worked as a tennis coach for about 4 years, part-time, as I was going through nursing school. When I became a nurse, I actually missed the window
of when all the hospitals were hiring new nurses, so I just kept on looking around, and I actually saw a job opening for behavioral health at the Palm Beaches. We call it BHOP, and they hired me right out of the bat, and I had no idea what detox nursing was, what substance use disorders were. Flew in blind. The lady director, she said, "We decided to hire you as a new grad because we want to train you right before you learn the bad habits of the hospital and bring it to outpatient, right?" So, number one, the pay was amazing. I was very shocked. I started at $28 per hour as a new grad nurse, no experience at all. I had experience as a CNA, nurse intern, but they hired me. They're always short, so they were like, "No, let's hire you." They gave me a test of just a quick 10-question test of what benzos are, what stimulants are, things like that. So flew in blindly, and that was in 2015. As I worked in that field for about a year, my coworkers, who are actually 40s in their 50s, very seasoned nurses, they said, "Hey Dustin, like if you want to go far, you should go into the hospital setting." I listened to them, so I went back to the hospital setting. I got a really huge pay cut. By that time, when I left detox nursing after 1 year as a 25-year-old, I was making $32 an hour. I got a raise. We got a $300 bonus my first year as a detox nurse. Anyway, I went back to the hospital and got a huge pay cut. I worked in step-down neurology. I was hired in neurology. The director, I remember her saying, "I hired you because you have detox nursing, you deal with seizures, you know about withdrawals, things like that." So wonderful. So things just kept on rolling through, and I just took it and ran with it. Whatever opportunity I got, I'm more than happy to. I worked in neurology, neurosurgery, and a little bit of post-op for about 4 years, and a lull started happening. My mentor back then said, if there's a lull that's happening, which for me is more like not necessarily boredom, but it's like I get really itchy and I want to move on to a new phase in my life, she said, "Go back to school." So I was like, all right, well, I'll sign up for the school that we have. They just started the doctoral program at my university, so I signed up for it. So I went into the master's program. They have a scholarship, teaching scholarship. So if you teach while getting your master's program, they pay for your part of your university tuition. Other than that, there was other scholarships. I can talk more about that if you are interested. And so I got my master's degree, and it was onto the doctoral program. Very rough to do that program, but as far as if you are a nurse and you want to become a psych mental health nurse practitioner and a FNP, so what I actually ended up doing, I got my FNP first. I graduated in 2021 with my FNP, with my doctorate. I went to work. I still work part-time, and I did some travel nursing jobs to pay off some debt, and then I went back to school to get my psych NP. So 2021, I got my FNP, went to work again, and I went back to school to get my postmaster's psych. And this is after I got my doctorate program. I know it's very confusing. It's hard to explain. If you think about it, doctorate program is the terminal degree. They call it terminal degree. You can either do a PhD or doctorate program. It's like this. And then you have your master's. So this is all academia. If you put that to the side, you have your certifications, right? So you can be a critical care nurse, acute NP, acute critical, I don't know. You can be a surgical assist NP. So there are different certifications within the license, but you have your academic. So you have your BSN, MSN, doctoral program, and then you have your FNP, family nurse practitioner, psych mental health nurse practitioner, executive program. You also have research, lots of little certifications that you could get. So state certification, let's start from the bottom. Let's do your AA degree, nursing degree over here. Am I still on the frame? Yeah. AA degree, 2-year, why is this still over here? 2-year nursing degree. BSN, Bachelor's of Science of Nursing. MSN, that can be 1 or 2 years depending on the program. MSN, you can do that in executive, or you can do Master of Science in Nursing. So I got my Master of Science in Nursing where I was teaching. And then I went to the doctoral program, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and that one, a specialty in family nursing practice across the lifespan, newborn till geriatric, and then I got an extra certification in psych mental health nursing. So if you were to compare it in the physician side of things, you can get your MD, and then you can specialize in internal medicine, psychiatry, orthopedics, things like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm so sorry that this video took such a long time. I was prepping for my boards. I got my boards and I passed. I can talk. I have a video coming up with that, and also I just got another contract job. So I will put my Instagram down in the comments, I promise.
I almost forgot to show my shirt. It was just my birthday. I got this. That's a horrible idea. What time? So I recently just got 5 different t-shirts to wear to work, and this is what makes my job so much fun, is that I wear these t-shirts and I put a suit over it or my clinical jacket, and these are teaching moments for patients. So whenever I have patients with impulse control stuff, and I literally just go, we're talking, and I go. That's how I am. So I just got 5 t-shirts. If you guys want a link to that one too, I'll definitely put it in. They're a lot of fun.